short, do you like to? Do your opinions talking big like somebody's listening? Nobody's listening. It's so fun when the games till it doesn't trust me out Intermission. Are you listening? As long as it's with
So what am I leaving? If your body was so amazing, before I knew it, we talked and think about you and content. Tell me why you left me bleeding.
Every time I fall in it deep, and I can't fight it, I can't fight it. You wreck my mind, I'm losing my sleep. But you know that it's all that I need.
Close your eyes.
Feel the ground shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. I got no rival, I'ma find my way through the blood and pain, being a survivor. It's out of place, watching my life.
I got royalty inside my DNA. I got war and peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I was born like this, is born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, without you, a new weapon. I know how to play, I meditate, then off your head. This that brother kiss the bed. This that I got royalty inside my DNA.
Hey folks, some of the language used in this stream may not be suitable for younger viewers. This stream is rated 13+. If you are under the age of 13, viewers' discretion is advised. Thank you for listening and enjoy the show. What is going on? Hey! Hello! What's up, everybody? Welcome into the live stream. How is everybody doing? The Bruins play host to the Philadelphia Flyers this afternoon at the TD Garden in Boston. And we are celebrating a major milestone. Today is David Krejci's 1,000th career NHL game. So I'm sure there's going to be some sort of celebration before that. Let's get into your starting lineups. For the visiting Philadelphia Flyers, it's Carter Frost, James Van Riemsdyk, and Owen Tippett. Kate, Farabee, and Konechny, Lawton, Hayes and Allison, Brown, Delorier, and McEwen. On defense, it's Ivan Provorov and Cam York, Travis Sanheim and Tony DeAngelo, Sealer and Ristolainen with Carter Hart in net. For the Bruins, it's Patrice Bergeron, Brad Marchand, and Craig Smith, David Krejci, Pavel Zacha, and David Pastrnak, Charlie Coyle, Taylor Hall, and Trent Frederick. Tomas Nosek, Nick Foligno, and A.J. Greer. On defense, Matt Grzelcyk and Charlie McAvoy, Hampus Lindholm and Brandon Carlo, Derek Forbort and Connor Clifton with Jeremy Swayman in net. Well, what is going on, Snooter, Mike, Floyd, Robert, Alex, and everybody else watching? Robert's here as well. I already said Robert, but anyway. Welcome into the stream, everybody. Thanks for everybody for being here. Make sure to smash the like button. What's up, Blanus? What's up, Karen? Definitely not Dirt Guy. What's up? 63 gets a Hattie. Bruins win 5-2. All right, I respect that. Yeah, we can get some score predictions going. Let me know in the chat, what do you think the final score of today's game is going to be? The Bruins beating a very tough Toronto Maple Leafs team. And the Flyers have been streaky. They have been very streaky today in the past few games here. I'll give the Flyers credit. They've been pretty good recently. They have won 5 of their last 6 games. They've won 7 of their last 8. The Flyers have been very streaky. See if they can pull out another big win against the best team in the NHL. The Bruins are wearing their 3rd jersey, just the B on it. And that's why I have this logo up in the top right corner. Oh, you can barely see it. I should have made the Bruins side of the logo black, of the scoreboard black, but that's not the point. So. It snowed here. We got some snow. We were supposed to get a coating to an inch, and we actually got like 4 or 5 inches of snow. So once again, what is that noise? Oh, the sidewalk plow. They're actually plowing the sidewalks in my town? No way. They don't do that. They never do that. To reach 1,000 games. He's only the 7th? Jeez. That's crazy. Sucks, yeah. First I'm looking out the window. No, it's not. It's definitely not, but I just didn't realize it snowed as much. Hit in the next few seasons. Well, what's Marchand at? Marchand's at like He's got to be, like, close. He's got to be, like, in the 750s range, right? Oh, crap. Yeah, you know what? This is his 909th career game. He's going to get there very soon. He's going to get there probably next year. Definitely next year, actually. Yeah, he'll get there next year. Yeah, I know. I hear about Jeff. Who is Jeff Beck? The name sounds familiar. I'm not connecting two and two. Let me look it up. Oh, he's a guitarist. Okay. I didn't hear about... Did he die? Oh, he died on January 10th. Oh. For the Yardbirds. Yeah, the name sounded very familiar. Injuries and suspensions. Yeah, suspensions. I mean, Krejci had him. Well, it's got to be, right? Today, you know? I'm doing good, Dawson. How are you? Thanks for being here. Of all time for me. Who, Krejci? So, I'm on NHL 6-6. The games haven't quite popped up yet. They'll be popping up here very shortly, I'm sure. So, don't have to worry. Krejci is not great, a little bit sick, home from school today, had a nice nap. Oh, okay. They, some of you guys have school today? For those who are still in school, you guys have school today? Pooh Bear jersey for Christmas? I did get it for Christmas. I posted it on my Instagram, my YouTube community tab, and I wore it, and I've worn it a couple times. So, in Maine, we have sleet right now, and the roads are ice skating rink. Anthem just over. Oh, the anthem just ended? Cool, thank you. Oh, say, can you see? Cooper out. He's in school. Martin Luther King Day. Some districts don't have that off. So. I always had Martin Luther King Day off. I always had it off. Power outage at my school. Oh, jeez. Yeah, damn. So. MLK Day off. Right, I agree. It's either everybody should, everybody shouldn't. It shouldn't be like a mixed thing, you know? On a date, not. No, he's probably in school. He probably has school today. Alright, people. When's this game gonna start? Please pop up right now. Alright, Fubo. We're pulling you up right now. I'm not screwing around. Has the puck dropped? The puck has dropped. Krejci will move it to Zacha. He's tied up there by Travis Sanheim. McAvoy to Pasternak. He'll try to move it ahead. He can't get it out, though. Farabee deflects it up and out of play. They had Krejci do the opening shift. So Krejci gets his 1,000th career NHL game announcement. The crowd in Boston is giving him a nice ovation for that. Thank you, Krejci. Krejci, thank you, bud. You got a clap from me. Well done. One of the best and most underrated players in NHL history. Well deserved. Face off won by the Bruins. Lindholm will try to move it out. Cannot. Owen Tippett. Big hit by Brandon Carlo. Frost throws it across. He couldn't find anybody. Cam York keeps it in. Bruins will get it out. Smith will force it out. Smith playing on the top line once again with Bergeron and Marchand. I personally don't like the decision, but Smith will get it out to center. Cam York try to play it to Owen Tippett. He cannot. Brandon Carlo will play it up for Craig Smith. He'll get it into the offensive zone. Here is Taylor Hall trying to work it to forward. Forward taken out there by Wade Allison. And now Kevin Hayes will dump it in on Swayman, who's in goal for the Bruins today. He'll make a save there. If not for Berkey, Krejci would be a 1 save. For sure. I agree. Krejci is easily one of my favorite Bruins ever. He's so underrated, man. His work in the postseason as Lawton shot from the line is stopped by Swayman. His work in the postseason has been fantastic throughout his entire career. Krejci deserves that ovation and more. Coyle will take the draw against Lawton here. Face off one here. A shot there by Sealer got blocked. And Frederick will move it out. 18:15 to go first period. Sealer will play it around. He kept it away from Coyle and Frederick. Allison can't get it out. Kept alive by Frederick. But the puck comes to Scott Lawton. Rasmus wrists the line and will get it in. And Swayman will have to glove that down as well. Very underrated, yeah. A little bit of a slow start. I'll put the no spoilers on screen, please, thing up here until I get this working here. Which I will not right now. Face off won by the Bruins. It's Nosek for Foligno. He'll flip it in deep past Carter Hart. Sanheim for D'Angelo, taking it back there. Foligno will try to play it around. He lost the puck there. Sanheim will play it over. McEwen gets a big bump there from Grzelcyk. Greer knocks into Patrick Brown as Nosek will try to move it ahead. Here's Foligno up for Clifton. He'll get it in. Carter Hart will play it around. It's knocked down by Nosek. Tied up in the right corner. Brown and Nosek in there with Greer and somebody else. The Flyers couldn't tell exactly who it is. Here's Nick Delorier. He'll flip it into the offensive zone. Lindholm will take the puck in front of his own goal. Lindholm, Tippett lost the puck there. Provorov will play it over to Cam York. And the Flyers get it in the zone. Here's Tippett. Krejci falls over Tippett's shot, got blocked. And the puck will come out. Provorov plays it off Pasternak. Zaka's got a break. Here's Zaka. Saved by Hart. Good save by Carter Hart on Zaka, who almost had a breakaway goal there. Almost getting paid. Getting paid almost $5 million. We'll discuss that during the intermission. We'll discuss Pavel Zaka's contract extension. Is it a good move? Is it a bad move? We'll take a look at it. Getting a 4-year, $19 million extension. Locked him up through the prime of his career in his mid to late 20s. He's only 25, you know. Smith for McAvoy. Marchand for Bergeron. He lost it. Puck will come out. Farabee will play it up. Dumped in there by Travis Konechny. Puck will come out. Sealer lost it. Marchand over for Craig Smith. Smith fires a shot up in the air, and he missed the net. I think Hart may have gotten the piece of it there. He definitely did. Grzelcyk and Cates tied up the puck. Matt Grzelcyk scoring the game-winning goal on Saturday against the Leafs. In front, there's a chance for Farabee, and the puck missed the net. He was trying to find Ristolainen sneaking up from the defense. Backdoor Ristolainen's shot got blocked. Here's Farabee for Sanheim. Plays it across. And nobody there. D'Angelo back in the neutral zone. D'Angelo dumps it in on Swayman, missed wide. Clifton will take the puck. D'Angelo's up on the forecheck. Clifton will move it out. Konechny takes it away. Also contract extension. Well, Pasternak, there has been progress. Elliot Friedman's reporting the Bruins and Pasternak have made some serious progress on a contract extension. Bruins can't keep it alive. Krejci for Zacha. For Pasternak, he scores! Tick, tack, goal. 1-0 Boston. Speak of the devil, David Pasternak gets his 34th. And it's 1-0 Boston. The check line has struck again. I had pasta salad with my chicken for lunch today. I guess I did good. 1-0 Bruins. And that's why you pay Zacha money like that. For passes like that, threading the needle, finding Pasternak. And the Bruins lead 1-0 here in the first period. Zacha getting paid up just under $5 million for that pass. Woo! Lindholm for Frederick in front, and nobody's there to play the puck. Puck moved to Allison for Provorov across the line. Provorov spins off Lindholm. He'll move it in the zone. Lawton for Kevin Hayes on it. Pass Lawton back to the line. Provorov played in deep. Here is Hayes in front, and a chance for Allison on a big stop. Swayman. And Lindholm will try to move it out. Kept alive by Sealer. Popped up in the air. Bruins will force it out to center. That was a big save by Swayman. Lindholm takes the hit. Here's Carlo for Nosek. He'll flip it into the offensive zone. Puck is moved ahead. Ristolainen for McEwen. He'll get it in deep. Swayman will play it around to Forbert. Nosek for Foligno, popped up in the air, knocked down by the Flyers. Here's Delorier. Fires one and missed the net that time. Ristolainen keeps it in for the Flyers, played around the boards. Here's Sealer. Brown takes it and turns it over. Clifton for Foligno. Nice work getting around Nosek there. Going to have a collision. Foligno dumps it in the zone. Since rough start this. Yeah, Swayman's been much better. Much better. Greer knocked into by Nick Delorier, but Greer returns the favor. Delorier flips it out. Grzelcyk will spin off of McEwen, makes McEwen fall. Foligno for Clifton. Here's Grzelcyk. Trying to play it over to Marchand, and Tippett takes it away. Marchand trying to work it free. Grzelcyk will try to play it to Bergeron. D'Angelo will bat it away. 60 goals this season. Yeah, he's at 34. We're only in January. He should get to 60 for sure. McAvoy. Grzelcyk in his own zone. In the neutral zone, have to swerve back. The Bruins having a horrible breakout here. Smith turns it over. Comes to D'Angelo, the Flyers have it. Bruins with an awful breakout out of their own zone. Here is Van Riemsdyk, a shot, missed the net. Grzelcyk got a piece. D'Angelo. As Krejci cuts him off, McAvoy will get to the puck. Moves it up. This will be icing here against the Bruins. Horrible breakout. Out of your own zone. Man. Brutal. I am moving up now. As NHL 6-6 has updated for me, so now I'm going to be able to watch this game here. 12:34 to go in the first period. I have moved up back to normal speed from what I am before. Carlo moves it out, but taken back there by Frost, and they'll get it in the zone. Swayman for Grzelcyk. Moves it ahead. Pasternak can't get it on. Another shot got blocked by Grzelcyk. Zacha will move it ahead. Here is Pasternak across the line. He'll find Krejci. Krejci trying to work through, takes the puck back in front. Shot got blocked by Provorov there. Carlo takes the puck for Pasternak. A shot saved by Hart. And he'll hang on to it. And they go to commercial break. Bruins up a goal. Pasternak is 34th. So, gonna go to commercial break. Even though the Bruins have scored, still a rough start. Can't break pucks out of your own zone. Hart's 13, 12, and 6 in 31 games played, with a 2.91 goals against average and a .910 save percentage. And for the Bruins, it's Jeremy Swayman. He's 9-3 and 3 in 16 appearances, 2.51 goals against average and a .905 save percentage. So, you got 30 of you in the chat. Make sure to like the stream, everybody. Thanks for being here. Keep running up that like count. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. We can have a like spike. That'll be great. Face-off will be in the Flyers' end. Krejci will be taking the face-off here. They're talking about the Zacha extension. We'll talk about the Pavel Zacha extension during the first intermission, so stay tuned for my thoughts on that. Double your people in the chat. Well, that's a score. Krejci will take the draw against Lawton. Don't mind that noise in the background. We have some snow nearby, and Pasternak's shot saved by Carter Hart. And the snowplow is currently going by right by my house. Thanks. Really appreciate the extra noise. Krejci will take the draw against Scott Lawton. Krejci wins it back to Carlo. He'll move it ahead to Krejci again. Krejci plays it in deep. Zacha tied up there by Sanheim. Lindholm shot, save rebound. Krejci in front. Big scramble, saved by Hart. Krejci. So you saw the Pasta goal? Great. Panthers Sabres thoughts. Should be a good game. I expect Buffalo to do pretty well in that game. Here's Lawton across the line. A shot there saved by Swayman. Right? Well, Florida's winning 1-0 right now. Brendan Montour with the goal to give the Panthers a 1-0 lead in that one. All the other games coming up later. Detroit and Colorado at 3. New Jersey and San Jose at 4. Tampa and Seattle at 4. Dallas and Vegas at 6. Grzelcyk will move it up the ice for Craig Smith as Bergeron won the draw. Nice play over to McAvoy. He'll dump it in. Anaheim and Pittsburgh at 7. Rangers and Blue Jackets at 7. Marchand past Smith. He'll get the puck. Smith looking in front, trying to turn around. Bergeron a shot. He just missed the net. Capitals and Islanders at 7:30. Show the end of our driveway. It's not sticking to the roads. We'll be fine. Calgary and Nashville at 8. Ottawa and St. Louis at 8. Those are the other games going on today. Bergeron wins the draw against Cates. Marchand works it back to McAvoy. Craig Smith's shot got blocked. And the Flyers will break it out. Bruins will move it up the ice here. Smith for Coyle, out of his reach. Cam York will dump it out. McAvoy over to Coyle, back to Grzelcyk. Bruins have it in their own end. McAvoy for Coyle, he'll carry it out to center. Coyle getting around the hit from Farabee. He'll get it in the zone. Provorov got the puck knocked down. Hit Coyle up high. And he's checking for teeth. Oh, boy. Let's see. He caught a stick to the face. That was Cam York's stick. The stick hit him in the face. That should be a high stick. The puck never came close to him. That was his stick. York's stick hit Coyle up in the face. There's a cut. See, that's 4. There's a cut right on his lip. And there's no penalty. Not high sticking. They thought it was the puck. I'll give the refs a break here. They thought the puck hit him in the face. It was actually the stick. Greer taken out. Greer takes out Hart. And a penalty coming. It's going to be goal interference here. It's going to be on Greer. Yeah, Greer's going to the box for goaltender interference here. No, it should have been a power play. Yeah, I agree. It should have been a power play, but I can't. Let's see. Did Hart? I mean, yeah. Come on, Greer. You can't do that. Like, what are you doing? 29th best power play in the league, and it's the best penalty kill in the league. We'll see how this goes. D'Angelo for Konechny. Poke check by Marchand, and Carlo will clear it down the length of the ice for the Bruins. Here's D'Angelo. Stretch pass up ice got deflected by Carlo. His stick broke. Forward. We'll shoot it down. Farabee. Past D'Angelo. As Nosek and Coyle are up on the forecheck. Lawton. Konechny works free. Here's Owen Tippett. Puck played off the boards. He'll have to play out of the zone. McAvoy will try to get to Coyle. He will get in the zone. Right to Greer. Hart is entitled to that space line, not a penalty. I mean, yeah. I feel like the goaltender interference should only be in the the goalie interference should only be when they're in the crease. As Lindholm will clear it down the length of the ice. Hart doesn't know what to do with it. Frederick was right there. If he picked his pocket, that's a goal. Kevin Hayes returns it to Cam York for Van Riemsdyk. Plays it around the boards. Frost will play it back past Van Riemsdyk. Played it past Cam York, past Frost. York. Hayes over past York. Here is Frost. 25 to go on the Flyers power play. A shot by Cates missed the net. All right, see you, Luke. As Hayes trying to get it to York, as Pizaka will get it out. 10 seconds to go in the power play for the Flyers. Provorov across the line. Clifton cutting him off. Thank goodness the Bruins do have the best power penalty kill in the NHL. Back to 5-on-5. Greer out of the box. Puck comes out. As Hart will move it ahead. And Swayman will leave it for Lindholm. Lindholm for Krejci. Across the Flyers line. Krejci a shot. Saved by Hart there. Hall trying to work it back, and McEwen cuts it off. The puck will come out. Clifton will try to play it up. Patrick Brown will get it into the zone. Clifton for Krejci. Moves it over to Pasternak. Has Hall out there with him. Pasternak, nice work trying to cut to the outside. Going to go around the goal, keeping possession here. He'll shovel it back, and the puck will come out. All the way back down. Swayman will leave it for Lindholm. Lindholm for Bergeron. Across the line, Bergeron for Pasternak. Spins off. He lost the puck to Konechny. 3-on-2 for the Flyers. Farabee for Konechny. Has Morgan Frost. Konechny will be forced to play it around. Then the Flyers turn it over. Marchand takes it away. Konechny takes it back, though. Farabee in front. Grzelcyk takes it off of Farabee's stick. Cates for Konechny. Here is Noah Cates behind the Bruins' net, trying to come out in front, and McAvoy cuts it off. Farabee takes it away. Should move it up. McAvoy will get it over to Grzelcyk. The Bruins will get it out. Pastrnak trying to get it in the zone, and he can't work his way through. Konechny across the line for the Flyers. Forbort tied him up. Konechny will play it around. Frost for Farabee. Konechny. A shot from the line and missed the net and went up and out of play. 6:27 to go in period 1. And the Bruins are up 1-0 with 6:27 to go. They go to commercial break. Hall's been quiet lately. I agree. He needs a goal. Today. Danny Briere days were better. Yeah, when you had Claude Giroux, Danny Briere, Matt Carl. Man. It's Chris Pronger. The Flyers were a much better team back then. When you had Brizgalov and Bobrovsky and... Yeah. Go on the radio tomorrow? Yeah. Doing the women's basketball game tomorrow for Dean against... who are they playing anyway? Some team that's better than the Dean women's team. University of St. Joseph. Oh, yeah, they'll get killed. They'll absolutely get killed. Yeah, we can get that prediction going. Who do you think is going to score the next goal? Flyers or Bruins? And if so, and who on that team will get the next goal? Oh. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. I apologize, folks. Whew. Over under 50. Possibly gonna get another. We'll see. Swayman, love that. Konechny's gonna get the next goal. We'll see. We'll see. Coyle against Morgan Frost. Coyle wins the draw. Forbort will play it for Clifton. Moves it out. Cates. D'Angelo. Puck is deflected. This will not be icing here. Grzelcyk. Okay. Hall. Oh, yeah, right. Puck goes past him now. D'Angelo. Cates for Tippett. He'll reverse it around. In on Swayman, and a save by Swayman. Bruins, Coyle. Coyle's due. Like that jersey. It's a nice jersey, man. Pooh Bear. Reverse retro. Pastrnak. Lindholm plays out with a weird bang. You heard that? That was off the stanchion of the glass. Here's Nosek getting around the check. Nosek in front. Nosek to the goal. Turnaround shot save. Trying to kill his own angle. Greer for Lindholm. Nosek fires one and missed the net that time. Carlo will play it for Greer. He got tied up there by Cam York. Here's Greer trying to kick it to Foligno. Lifts his stick. Here is Greer. In front for Foligno. Can't play it. Carlo does keep it in the line. Nice work. Lindholm. Into the slot. Greer can't play the puck as it got taken away there by Allison. Allison tied up by Greer. Greer gets Allison off the puck. Carlo for Lindholm. Bruins will move it out. Zaka trying to play it to Krejci. Instead, the Bruins take it away. The Flyers take it away, but the Bruins take it back. Lindholm, Zaka for Krejci. Krejci, Zaka scores! He got a payday, and he gives the Bruins a 2-0 lead. It's Pavel Zaka, a new rich man. 2-0 Bruins. What a shot! Oh my God. Jeez. That came from out of nowhere. He said, I'm making 4.75. I better start scoring amazing goals like that. That was a bomb. That was a rocket. Jeez. That was probably one of the hardest slap shots I've ever seen him take. He fell over while taking the slap shot. That was a bomb. 2-0 Bruins as Zaka gets a goal here in his first game after his payday. Here's D'Angelo for Van Riemsdyk. Oh my God. Here's Van Riemsdyk. Kate takes it away. Here is Tippett. Tippett spins off of Bergeron. Tippett will play it back to D'Angelo. Plays it across for Sanheim. He'll play it in deep. Frost in front for Tippett, and the puck is thwarted out of the Bruins' end. Check mark on this one. Yeah, for sure. Just need Krejci to put the cherry on top. Ugh. Puck is in the zone. Swayman will play it around. Delorier cut off by Forbert. Puck is moved up. Coyle. Frederick Hall. Breakaway for Taylor Hall. He's stopped by Hart. What a save. Puck goes up and out of play. Hall almost had a breakaway. He almost had a beautiful goal, but Hart with a great stop. Contract's paying off. Hasn't kicked in. Right, exactly. That contract doesn't start till next year. Zaka got a 1-year, $3 million deal over the offseason, gets paid, and now starts to score. Ish. That's Zaka's 6th of the year from Krejci and Lindholm at 15:05. Krejci already has 2 points. Zaka has 2, and Pasternak has a point. 5 points on the check line already. Ish. $4.75 million. I want more of that, please. Thank you very much. That was an absolute bomb. And Shaw. He could have had one the other night against the Leafs. Yeah. For sure. Dean's Ben basketball game will win tomorrow. Hopefully the women's team wins, even though we all know that's not going to happen. But yeah, Zaka should at least have 15 goals. But you know what? Blue line, exactly. Right, exactly. Zaka with an absolute bomb. Gets a 4-year contract extension one day. 2 days later, he scores an absolute bomb. Like, what is that freaking... Like, what is up with that? Oh, did y'all see this? Matt Boldy getting a 7-year, $49 million extension for a guy who hasn't even played under 100 games in the who hasn't played 100 games in the league yet. He's good. Yikes. Krejci and Hayes waved out of the Krejci and Lawton waved out of the draw. It'll be Zaka against Hayes. Hayes wins the draw. Provorov will play it around. Puck comes out. Zaka over to Lindholm. Up goes through everybody. Icing here against the Bruins. Overpay. Much of it, yeah. A long-term overpay. For now. Unless he scores like 40 goals every year. Like, yikes. Yeah, once the cap goes up, that'll be fine. The cap's going up another $2 million next year, so I think we should be all right. Krejci will take the draw against Lawton. The Bruins have like $24 million to spend this offseason if Pastrnak doesn't get re-signed before the season ends. Carlo moves it up ahead, trying to find Pastrnak. He could not. Puck comes up to Lindholm. Zacha trying to take it away, and Hayes will work it back to Provorov. 3:18 to go first period. Bruins up 2-0. Here is Lawton for Provorov. Lawton again. Big stop, Swayman. Provorov spins off of Krejci and Pastrnak. Lawton. Hayes trying to throw it in for Lawton again, and he couldn't play the puck. 3 years for 5 years. 3 years for like 5 a year. That's more reasonable. Here is Allison. Plays it around for Hayes. Hayes reverses it in deep. Krejci works it free. Pastrnak will ice the puck here. He had no choice. UFA and RFA. He's a UFA. Pasta's a UFA. So you have to sign him, or else we don't have the rights to him. We can't go to arbitration with Pastrnak either. We have to sign him. Which I'm sure Sweeney is going to. I'm sure he's not that stupid. You don't let your top guy go like that. Face-off is... The puck's drop, but nobody won the draw. But okay. Krejci trying to find Pastrnak on a break. He couldn't. Oh, man. We'll see if they do that. I don't know. Maybe Pastrnak will take a pay cut to stay here. I don't know. Farabee will get it in the zone. Pastrnak knows his worth, but he does like it here. So, Bruins have a 3-on-2. Hall has Frederick and Coyle on opposite sides of him. Hall down the middle. Frederick to the net. Shot blocked. Frederick will work it in deep for Coyle. Coyle spins off in front for Hall. Coyle jamming at a big save hard. Puck stays out. Coyle. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Farabee over for D'Angelo. D'Angelo in front, and puck is knocked down. Here is Konechny. D'Angelo out high. D'Angelo's shot got blocked. Konechny again on the far boards. Hall crushes him. Coyle and Konechny tied up there. Hall works it free. Farabee misses it. Frost takes it away. Frederick will get it out. Sealer will get it in the zone. 1:25 to go first period. Bruins up 2-0. Goals from Pastrnak and Zacha. This puck will come out. This will not be icing. Hart leaves it for Sealer. Frost will loft it up ahead for Van Riemsdyk. Clifton takes it away. Nosek for Greer. Greer shot, saved by Hart. Greer gets the rebound. Foligno works it to Forbert. Forbert shot blocked in traffic. Under a minute to go now in the first. Bruins are out shooting the Flyers 11-8 here. Sealer will move it ahead. Foligno takes the puck as Greer finishes his check. Check. I'm sorry. Puck is out into the neutral zone. Van Riemsdyk here with 40 seconds. Tippett fires. Save Swayman again. Bergeron up ice trying to find Marchand on a break. And the play is offside. 31.1 to go in the first. If we can get Zacha producing more, we are unstoppable. Well, Zacha, I think, is producing a little more in the points department. Even though Zacha hasn't been scoring a lot, his assists has been fantastic this year. Provorov for Hayes. He'll flip it in on Swayman. Makes the stop. Lindholm will play it up. Marchand Bergeron trying to find Smith there, and he couldn't get it to him as it got cut off. Lawton for Provorov for Cam York with 10 seconds to go in the first. Lawton will play it over here as Allison across the line. Marchand works him off the puck. Puck will be forwarded out with 3 seconds. Provorov will backskate. Siren sounds. That'll do it for period 1. A wonderful first 20 minutes of the Bruins. A couple of things to work on. But other than that, the Bruins have a 2-0 lead going in to the second period. So, 2-0 through 1. So, for this year, Bruins have 9 current free agents after this year. Pasta, re-signed, yeah. Fliggy, re-signed. Smith, let go or trade. Yeah, let Smith go. Bergeron, re-signed, yep. Nosek, sure, yep. Trent, Frederick, re-signed, yeah. Krejci, re-signed. Bergeron and Krejci, if they want to come back, absolutely. Clifton, re-signed. Swayman, re-signed. Thoughts? Fine. Well, all those. Yeah, sure. I agree. Last of Us TV show? What's it on? Well, I wish I wasn't a Flyers fan. I respect that. HBO Max? No, what's it about? Like, what's the show on? The game. I think another year, I hope. Marchand has a couple of more years left on his contract. No, I'm not really interested in shows like that. Yeah. So let's chat about the Bruins contract situation during the first intermission, because there's some stuff to talk about here. But let's chat, shall we? Let's pull it up. Let's go to the Bruins. They currently. All right. Flyers and shootout a few years ago. Yeah, and then COVID hit. Literally the next day. Ugh. All right. So, Pasternak. I expect him to be making around the same, if not more money. Probably more. On the upwards of anywhere from $8 to $11 million, Pasternak will be making next year. If the Bruins weren't stupid, you pay the man. The guy who's gotten you 34 goals and we're not even at the All-Star break, yeah, you pay this guy a lot of money. Brad Marchand, 6.125 for the next 2 years. For the next 2 years after this year. Then you worry about him. Is he going to come back? Wouldn't be shocked either way if he does or not. Taylor Hall. Kind of on a down stretch right now, but we still have him for the next 3 years, including this year. 2 more years after this. $6 million deal. Right? Charlie Coyle. 4 more years left on his deal. Is he worth this money? No. Am I glad to have a guy like Coyle on this team? Absolutely. Nick Foligno, 1 year left on his deal. If Foligno's willing to take at least a 25% pay cut to stay on this team, bring him back in a heartbeat. For sure. Foligno has been wonderful this year. Wonderful. Much better than last year. Worth that $3.8 million, in my opinion. Foligno's been pretty good on the ice. He's been better in the locker room. Zacha. Let's chat about the Zacha extension. 4 years, starting next year. $4.75 million. At first, I said, ooh, overpay. Now, I'm like, no, not really. And I'll explain why. Let's look at Zacha. Zacha is 25 years old. He's going into his prime, folks. At 25 years old, we have him locked up for the rest of his 20s and into his early 30s. He'll be 30 when this contract is up. So, this deal will work out. It was well done by Sweeney. Lock up Zacha 4 years for under $5 million for a guy that's going into his prime and producing amazing assists like the one I'm seeing right now to Pasternak and the goal he had in the first period. Yeah. This should be good. This should be very, very good. I do not mind seeing Zacha get this deal at all. What are your guys' thoughts on this? For a guy that's going into his prime, this contract is going to work out. I think this will work out for sure. It's a really, really smart deal from Sweeney. Zacha's a really underrated player. Sure, he hasn't scored a lot as much as he did in New Jersey, but his work this year, his complete frame of work, his body of work that he's had this year has been really good. Besides the missed goals, obviously. The passing has been wonderful. His back check has been like none other besides Bergeron. And it's nice to see him getting 2 points in the first period of the game after he gets that extension. So I don't mind seeing Zacha get that deal at all. Craig Smith, bye-bye. He's not worth $3.1 million at all. Craig Smith's a guy where he's a guy where doesn't really know his role in the lineup, right? He's a guy that, is 33 years old, right? He's 33. He's been in the league for a very long time, right? Since 2009, he's been in the league, right? His stats have definitely gone down. He had 23 goals in Nashville. He had 25 in 2017, 2018. He had 16 goals last year. That's not even too bad, right? 13 the year before in a shortened season. Then where is the production? 5 points in 28 games? Buddy, you're making $3 million here, all right? Like, yikes. Yikes, dude, yikes. So, for this money, absolutely not worth it. And I don't think Smith should come back. He's not worth it. He's not worth that money. Nope, absolutely not. Bergeron, if he wants to come back, absolutely. If he wants that same money, absolutely Bergeron will come back. If he wants to. And I think he does. Regardless if the Bruins go on to win the Stanley Cup this year, I think Bergeron's going to come back next year. Why? He's having fun. Bergeron's having fun. Krejci is the same way. They're both having fun. So, if Bergeron and Krejci want to come back next year for the same contracts again, come on back. I am all for it. It's up to them, though. It's completely up to them. And I'll support them either way. I will support them either way. But Krejci, though. You never know. Krejci said he's having fun too. So we'll see. Tomas Nosek, sign him if he'll take the same money. If he wants the same money, sure, bring him back. I'm not opposed to it at all. I'm not opposed to having Nosek back. If he's willing to take the same contract, I'm not opposed to having him back. Trent Frederick, absolutely, you re-sign that man. He's proven it to me. Frederick deserves that money. You can give him a pay raise. Sure. Why the hell not? I'm not opposed to having Frederick on this team again. I'm not opposed to it. Might as well. And we already talked about Krejci. And Connor Clifton. Yes. Sign him. Yeah, sure. Sure. Give him a bit of a pay raise too, I'd say. Clifton's played really good this year. Swayman, I'd expect to get not the same as Ullmark. A little lower. I'd say maybe 3 years, 4 per season, maybe. See ya, Snooter. $3 years, $3 or $4 million per season, which is not bad at all. I'd say 2 or 3 years, 3 or 4 million per year. That's not a terrible deal. Give him a base deal to start, and then you see if he's worth it, right? Because Swayman's 24. He's going into the prime of his career, too. Ullmark's in his prime, right? Ullmark's 29 years old, right? Didn't realize that, but he is. Rustin Beaver, what? If you add up the losses of us, including OTL, and add it to the wins, how much wins would we have? What would our record be? We'd have 42 wins. If we won those 9 games we lost, we'd have 42 wins. At least I think that's what you're asking. Not so sure, though. Negatives to positives. Oh, then it would be... Oh, God. Plus -9, same thing as -9. So we'd have 24 wins then, right? It's 24. Don't make me do math. I already have to do enough math. Ugh. Yeah, but that would be what I do. Resign Clifton. Resign pretty much everybody but Smith. That's what I do. 2-0 here at the first intermission. Bruins goals from Pasternak and Zacha, giving the Bruins a 2-0 lead. The second period will get started here in just a few minutes. Where would be in the standings? Probably first. Let's get into some top headlines here. So Tucker Poolman, Canucks defenseman, is likely done for the season due to an undisclosed injury. He has He has played 3 games this season and has not suited up since October. Thanks. The Canucks are going in the fire sale mode this trade deadline. Oh boy, here we go. This is what I've been waiting for. Bo Horvat, Brock Besser, Elias Pettersson, JT Miller, all gone. Unreal. The piss-poor management of that franchise is absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Well. I can't wait to see what happens then. That is hilarious. Some Flyers news. Ivan Provorov is likely to be traded at the trade deadline. According to Charlie O'Connor, Bob Stauffer is saying the Oilers have been connected to Ivan Provorov and a potential trade suitor. Oilers could use a defenseman right now. Dylan Larkin and Tyler Bertuzzi are 2 names generating interest around the league. If I were the Bruins, I'd be very interested in Dylan Larkin. That could be your number 1 center going forward. If Bergeron and Krejci do not come back next year, Larkin's your number 1 guy. For sure. Zaka's your second. My thoughts on that. The Vancouver Canucks would like to get rid of Connor Garland's contract, according to Harman Dayal in Vancouver. The Lightning are interested in a trade with Luke Schenn going back to Tampa from Vancouver. Oh, Jake DeBrusk's in the box. Jake DeBrusk is with Jack and Brick on the call right now. Who's this guy? Penguins, Panthers, Rangers, Oilers, Leafs, or Kings makes sense for Shane Gostisbehere. So pretty much anybody in a partridge and a pear tree. The interest with Kevin Hayes would spike significantly if the Flyers would retain $2 to $3 million of his salary. The Blue Jackets have started talking to other teams about Gustav Nyquist's availability. The Capitals may be a good fit for Joel Edmondson. And Anthony Mantha and the Capitals are looking for a trade. It'll be Bergeron against Noah Cates. Second period underway. Bruins shooting right to left in their home black third alternate jerseys. The Flyers in their road whites shooting left to right. McAvoy off. Bergeron in the zone. Puck skips into the corner. Bergeron and D'Angelo tied up. Marchand for McAvoy. Through Marchand again. Grzelcyk will play it in deep. Sanheim can't play the puck. Marchand takes it away. Trying to get it to Craig Smith. Spins off, trying to throw it to the middle. And Bergeron and Smith were not ready for that pass. Here's a chance for Kate to save by Swayman. Rebound puck comes free, and Swayman makes the save as McAvoy is knocked down. Smith on line 1. Yeah. Again. Let me blow my nose again. I'm sorry. I get really stuffy. I get a really stuffy nose when I stream. I apologize. Hold on, give me 2 seconds here. As Krejci wins the draw here. Carlo will move it up ahead. Zaka will try to play over to Krejci. Maybe I'll take the string. Maybe God's trying to tell me something here. Here's Cam York plays it across. Zaka takes it away. Nice pass with the Krejci. Bruins have a 3-on-2. Krejci drops it. Pasternak trying to find Krejci. Takes it. Misses the net there. Trying to get for a one-timer. Came to him anyway. It was a deflected pass. Pasternak trying to get it to Zaka and instead got a stick lifted there. Frost. Sanheim will move it up the ice here. Yeah, they're talking about... So, those who are wondering, Jake DeBrusk is on the Nesson call right now with Andy Brickley and Jack Edwards. Trade Smith for a cheeseburger. That's hilarious. For a cheeseburger. Oh, God. Face-off won by the Flyers. Bruins get it back, though. Puck comes to Provorov, and the Flyers will try to move it out. Cannot. McAvoy keeps it in. A shot got blocked. Grzelcyk will try to play it to Will try to play it past Provorov. Hall takes it away. Hall looking in front. Hall will try to drop it back to McAvoy. He tries to, and the puck will come out. A small fry. I'll trade him for the six chicken nuggets I had for lunch. The chicken tenders I had for lunch. Grzelcyk plays it in. Got deflected, so there's no icing. Ristolainen tied up. Wade Allison. Here is Frederick takes it away for Coyle. Shot, pinballs wide. Foligno tied up there. And Ristolainen will move it out. He'll dump it in the zone. Forbert knocks it down. He'll try to play it over to Clifton. Hayes takes it away. Puck goes past Allison. A.J. Greer will try to move it out to center. D'Angelo will take it away. Over to Wade Allison on the far side. Flyers across the line. Allison shot, saves Swayman. Patrick Brown, puck popped up in the air. Forbert will move it up ahead for Nosek. Nosek dumps it in, puck played around. Clifton will try to keep it in, takes a big hit. Gets to Greer, here's Foligno. Around the goal, Foligno, wrap around, pinballing in front. A big save by Hart on Greer. Puck is still free and Hart has it. Oh, yeah, they're showing the Winter Classic goals again. They're showing the Jake DeBrusk goals in the Winter Classic. A very fun game to watch, by the way. Cates wins the draw against Bergeron here. Provorov will have it behind his own net. Let me know what's going to happen here in the second period. Let's get some second period predictions here. Let me know what you think's going to happen. Who's going to score next, Flyers or Bruins? Farabee gets it in the zone. Here is Konechny. Shot on the net, got knocked down. Here is Farabee, poke check there by McAvoy. McAvoy for Grzelcyk. Up for Marchand. Bruins will have it up the ice. Marchand for Bergeron. Through his legs, plays the puck. Bergeron, Grzelcyk, a shot and on goal, save, rebound. Marchand scores! Brad Marchand, Bruins up 3-0. It's Brad Marchand. DeBrusque loving it in the box. They just showed a clip of them in the box, and DeBrusque gives a smile. Marchand's 5th goal and his 12th point in his last 9 games, giving the Bruins a 3-0 lead here. Puck is dumped in. Forbort tied up there by Van Riemsdyk. Works free. Zacha. Oops, he turned it over. Tippett will play it over. Frost for Tippett behind the goal. Puck comes in front and goes past the goal mouth. Sealer's shot saves Swayman. Clifton up for Zacha to take it away there. Krejci takes it away. Krejci across the line. Here's Zacha in front. And it goes in the net. The Bruins score. I think it might have been Pastrnak who got a piece. And the Bruins lead 4-0 now. That might have gone off either Krejci or Pastrnak. I'm playing the normal Bruins animation to see, to make sure I know who scored. Zacha gets his 3rd point of the game. I believe that went off David Krejci. I think Krejci got a piece. It's 4-0, 2 goals in 46 seconds. Here they come again. Here's Hall. Hall, saved by Hart. Trying to get a 3rd one there. They're saying Pastrnak got the goal. Nope, they're giving it to Zacha. Zacha got it. Wow. Zacha has 2 goals? What is happening? Mind blown. They're giving it to Zacha. Wow. Zacha got his 2nd of the game from Krejci at 4:41. They were originally giving it to Pastrnak, and now they're giving it to Zacha. Wow. Coyle will take the draw against Brown. Zacha's got 2 goals in this game. The game after he gets paid. Puck goes over Carlo's stick. Coyle will fire it on the goal. Got blocked. Delorier can't get it as Coyle keeps it in. University of Georgia. I have not seen what happened, no. They stop play. Penalty coming up. It's going to be on Hall for a slash. And the Flyers go to the power play for the 2nd time. Yep, they're giving it to Zacha, so Bruins will be short-handed here. As the Bruins win the draw, Forbort will clear it out. Oh, geez, the offensive line and recruiting coach died in the car crash. That sucks. Hopefully everybody else in that team's doing okay. Sending my condolences to them. Frost across the line. Carlo will take it away, and Carlo will clear it down. Offensive lineman. Oh, and a recruiting coach. Oh, that sucks even worse. Man. Frost for Hayes. Back to York at the line. Hayes works free from Forbort. York a shot blocked by Carlo. York trying to keep it alive. He will. Gets it back to the point. Hayes right side in the circle. Hayes for York. Hayes. York. Hayes at the high slot. Shot blocked by Forbort. Van Riemsdyk for Frost, taken back by Coyle. And Coyle flips it out. Nosek in a foot race with Cam York. Nosek might beat him. York will play it off the boards here. Nosek takes it away from York. He'll play it around Kevin Hayes, takes it away. For Konechny. There's Jake Cass. Yeah, can we keep that going here for the rest of this period? Puck will come out. Frederick in a foot race with Tony DeAngelo here. Frederick gets there. Try to throw it in front for Zacha, and a save by Hart. With 10 seconds to go on this power play, Bruins are doing a really excellent job killing the penalty again. They're showing David Krejci's first NHL goal, and they're trying to get to Jake DeBrusk. They showed the wrong clip. Oh, the monkeys in the production truck showed the wrong clip. Goons. Back to 5-on-5. They're trying to show Jake DeBrusk's first NHL goal, and instead they showed David Krejci's. Wrong clip, goons. Hurst the line and a shot. Missed wide of that. Bruins are back to 5-on-5. They kill off the penalty. A shot by Provorov missed the net. Comes in on goal. Swayman will make the save. He'll hang on to it. Wow. They go to commercial break. No, they're not. They're going to show it now. Krejci for DeBrusk. What a play. It was Bjork to Krejci to DeBrusk. Oh, they're going to commercial break? No! They got to keep DeBrusk on the ice. They got to keep DeBrusk there. They're kicking DeBrusk out of the booth. Boo! They got to keep him in there. The Bruins are doing well. With Jakey on the call. Come on, you gotta keep him in there. Or at least I say there needs to be a Jake DeBrusk, a Jake cast every game the Bruins are home. Yes, I agree with that. Joey Votto did. Yeah, Votto needs to. So DeBrusk needs to start walking around the bleachers and the stands and the concession stands and start giving out autographs and hanging out with fans. That's what he needs to do. Panthers lead the Sabres 2-0 in the second period there. Red Wings and Avalanche going to get started in about 40 minutes from Denver. New Jersey and San Jose at 4. Tampa and Seattle at 4 from Seattle. That's a big game. We have a goalie change. Samuel Urson. Carter Hart has gotten the yank. Samuel Urson is coming in goal. He's 4-0 this season. 2.29 goals against average and a .924 save percentage. Carter Hart has gotten yanked out of the game. Oh boy. We've had our fun. 4 goals on 16 shots. We're scoring on 25% of the shots we took. Might be hurt. No, I think he just got pulled. For Brown. Moved up. McAvoy trying to play it to Nosek. Taking it back. Nosek takes it away. And Foligno will waft it into the zone. Urson will leave it for Ristolainen. Foligno will try to move it up ahead. And McEwen will play it across for Delorier. Going down the top. Oh, he's hurt then. Forbert for Greer. Here's Foligno. Moves it up ahead. Urson will try to play it aside. Greer knocks it down. Nosek takes it away. Nosek tripped up in front for Lindholm. Save. Rebound. Urson makes a good save. And there's some extra stuff after the whistle. Looks like Nosek should have gotten... Nosek got tripped up there. Drafted in 2018. 5th round from Fallon, Sweden. And Nosik's a little banged up here after the whistle. They're having something checked out with him. Might be an equipment issue. Not sure. Bergeron wins the draw against Lawton. Marchand for Lindholm, taken back there by Sanheim. Bergeron keeps it alive in front, skips past Marchand and Smith. Marchand tied up there by Sanheim. Puck goes past Smith. The puck is tied up. Where's the puck? It's underneath Smith, who doesn't have a stick right now. Oh, yes, he does. Never mind. Somebody else lost their stick. It was a Flyers player. Allison. Pass deflected by Carlo. Kevin Hayes. Smith pressuring him. Puck is onside. Bergeron looking to the goal. In front, Marchand knocked down. The puck will come out. Lawton. Poke check by Carlo. Puck comes out. Bruins have some numbers here. Marchand a 3-on-2. Has Lindholm and Pasternak. Finds Pasternak. Misses the net. That side was open too. Pasternak had space where he was shooting at. Pasternak trying to find Krejci. He could not. Here's Noah Cates. Loses an edge. Gets back up and lost it to Krejci. Here's McAvoy. Across Zacha, who's got 2 today. Krejci. Across the line. Krejci walks in, slows down. Puck played past McAvoy. Hart's back on the bench. Is he? Oh, yeah, there he is. McAvoy for Pasternak. Zacha. Cross the line for Krejci. Slows up. Passes over. McAvoy. Shot. Missed the net. Grzelcyk keeps it in. Goes off Sealer. Nate Sealer over to Cam York. 9:50 to go, second period. Bruins have a 4-0 lead. York goes off connecting in the zone. Puck will go up and out of play. Get Zacha the hats. I can sense there's another one coming here. Zacha, man. I have a feeling that something is coming. Yeah, probably just got angry that he got pulled. Yeah. I got a feeling. What? It kicked me out. What's up, Gulch? I just saw your message. Checkmates will be around next season. 46, 88, 18. Krejci won't be able to resist. He can't. Won't be able to. Almost had a tip there. He almost had one. Yeah. Had a game like it's about time he's gotten a game like this, man. Zacha's just tearing it up today. This is Zacha's best game as a Bruin so far. Easily. First line with Marchand moving to the second line. Huh. If Marchand's on the second line, you know shit's getting real here. Absolutely right in expecting more. Last game, he just got his contract. He's home. Yep. We were all expecting a game where Zacha would explode. He's already got, what, 3 points? String that Jaguars shirt. Huh, maybe I should. Provorov will try to move it out. Goes off Carlo. Coyle keeps it in. Coyle's shot knocked down. Ristolainen will move it up ahead. Hayes will get it in the zone. Konechny beats Lindholm. Konechny goes for a ride. Konechny went for a joyride. An apple, right? Yep. 2 goals and an apple. 2 goals and an assist. Bruins have a 3-on-2. Hall with Frederick and Lindholm. Hall for Frederick in front, knocked down. And Frederick almost had a goal there. Hall across. Coyle fires one. Saved by Urson. Hayes in the game. Yep, Hayes is in. He is playing today. Konechny slams his helmet down in disgust. Farabee knocked into by Foligno. Greer keeps it in. D'Angelo and Nosek lost the puck. 2 more shots on goal. I don't know, maybe? I can't really predict stuff like that. Foligno's shot got knocked down. Probably 1 or 2 of these games. Just add confidence. Just one thing away from being a great player. We had that 2-goal game against the Kings the other a couple weeks ago. McAvoy riding tip it over to the boards, getting him off the puck. Greer, nice play. 2-on-1 with Nosek. What a work by Greer. McAvoy for Greer. Saved by Urson. What a play by AJ Greer. Oh my God. That was unreal. Did you see that? He flipped it over a player and got a 2-on-1. Bergeron for Marchand. Gets it in deep around the boards. Marchand looking. Finds Bergeron. He couldn't find him. Clifton will get it in the zone. Smith for Marchand trying to find Bergeron. That would have been AJ Greer's best goal he's ever scored in his life if that went in the net. Here is Allison out to center. Allison across the line. Fires one. Swayman a good save. Because, like, look at this. Look how smart Greer is with the puck here. He flips it over a player. That's Sanheim he flipped that over to. Found a 2-on-1. McAvoy found Greer. And if he scored that right there, oh my God, that would have been AJ Greer's best goal. Not only as a Bruin, but the best goal of his professional career. That would have been bonkers if that went in the net. What a play by Greer. The hand-eye coordination that requires to do a play like that is bonkers to me. As Lawton's kicked out of the draw against Krejci. Let Van Riemsdyk come in and take it. Van Riemsdyk wins the draw. York will keep it in. Allison. Puck goes through him. Here is Van Riemsdyk. Blows an edge. Krejci takes it away. Bruins have a 3-on-2. Here's Pasternak. Has Krejci in the middle. Pasternak on his right. Zacha on his left. Pasternak poke checked. Krejci keeps it alive. Trying to play it in. Puck comes to Zacha. Trying to find Pasternak. Trying to find Krejci or Zacha. And the pass never got through. Allison curl and drag around Krejci. The chance was there for Zacha to get a hat trick. Swayman plays it around. Puck comes to Pasternak. Looking. Clifton across the line. Trying to play it across. Krejci or Pasternak could not play the puck there. Van Riemsdyk will dump it in. Both teams will get changes. Lindholm. Lindholm for McAvoy. Marchand. Nice play over to Lindholm. That's Taylor Hall, I'm sorry. Lindholm across the line. Past Coyle. Here is Provorov. Where's the puck? It comes in on Urson. Will make the save. Villanova beats Georgia. Georgetown. I'm sorry. I didn't read that right. Shot from 19-14 Bruins, and the Bruins have a 4-0 lead. Saying, Freddie, he is fast, high effort, hard hitter, just add a few goals in there, he's great. Yeah. Whether he scores or not, now Greer's a major danger for opponents. He has to plan for him. He'll pull players, open up lanes, and also he's physical. He is not afraid to throw the body. Right? Swayman will play it to Lindholm. Gets it through Konechny. Carlo up for Taylor Hall. Puck goes through him. Will come out, no icing. Ristolainen will go back and get it for Philadelphia. Stretch pass up ice. It's got deflected. Did not get deflected. Never mind. No, it is icing here against the Flyers. Yeah, Greer's not afraid to throw the body and get physical and get into a fight. Remember that game against the Rangers a few months ago where Greer and Frederick got into simultaneous fights, like side by side? There's multiple fights going on. Yeah. And Greer's had a couple of major hits the past week. The past few games he's played in. Bergeron wins the draw. McAvoy to the net, got knocked down by Ristolainen. He'll get it out to center. Bergeron flips it in the zone. I feel like it's the part of the culture and reputation of Boston. Hard hitting. Yeah, true. Expect a physical game every time you come. Physical game when you come to Boston every time. Konechny lost the puck there. Grzelcyk plays it up. Craig Smith across the line. Pass trying to hit Marchand. He got poke checked. Farabee 2-on-1 with Tippett. Farabee slows down looking for a third drop. Farabee looking to the goal. Deflection, missed wide. Tippett saves Swayman. He shuts the door that time. Sanheim. D'Angelo, right point. Sanheim left side on the far circle. A shot blocked. Rebound. Smith takes it away. 2-on-1 opportunity with Marchand. Instead got cut off because Smith got held up. Marchand lofts it in the zone. And remember, the Bruins are doing this with no power play, by the way. They have not had a power play today. The Bruins are already winning 4-0. So, just goes to show the Bruins 5-on-5 work is remarkable. Van Riemsdyk for Allison. For Van Riemsdyk in front of Chance. Big save, Swayman. And a Flyers player is currently in the goal. This is where you take opportunity here. Here's Foligno. Lost it there to D'Angelo and York. A Flyer currently ended up in behind Swayman in the net. Here's York for D'Angelo. Nosek lifts his stick. Foligno trying to play it to Greer. D'Angelo takes it away. D'Angelo drops it for Allison. Gets around Foligno. Keeps the puck alive down low. D'Angelo on it. Trying to play it in front. Nobody's there. Here's York. Spin move on Krejci. York for D'Angelo. Couldn't play. Allison's poked out by Greer. Pujols is 43 today. Happy birthday, Albert Pujols. One of the greatest hitters ever. Bruins move it up the ice. Here's Krejci. Across the Flyers line, 1-on-5. Gets it over to Pasternak. Spin move. Pasternak. Carlo for Lindholm. Plays it in down low. Lindholm spins off. Takes a hit. Tied up there by York. Zacha in there as well. Puck moves around. Comes to Sealer. Pasternak cuts him off. Patrick Brown will move it up ahead. Delorier will get it in the zone. McEwen and Lindholm going into the boards together. Going for a ride. Pasternak moving up the ice for Coyle. Over to Zacha. Trying to find somebody on a break here. Here's Coyle. Keeps possession of the puck here. Coyle. Tied up there. Still in the game. Yeah, he's still in the game. He's still in there. He hasn't been pulled off the ice or anything. He hasn't been benched. He's out there. No, he's not out there now. He's out there now. I just saw him come on. Carlo. Up for Coyle. Hall. Across the line. Nice work by Hall. Hall. Coyle. Fires. Blocked by Ristolainen. Coyle keeps it alive. Here is Grzelcyk. Coyle. Left circle. Spins off. Coyle. Grzelcyk again. For Frederick. Trying to find McAvoy in the slot. Puck got deflected out. There by Kevin Hayes. Coyle for Frederick. Bruins will get it in deep. Ristolainen beats Marchand to the puck. Bruins in the midst of a change here. Ristolainen uses the puck lands in the Bruins penalty box up and out of play. The 2:33 to go, period 2. Bruins up 4-0. They go to commercial break. Let me know who's going to score next, y'all. Bruins or Flyers. Let me know who's going to score next and who on that team will score next. 28 people watching, 22 likes. Make sure to run up that like count. Thanks for being here, everybody. 59 votes so far. 81% in the vote. In the poll says the Bruins are going to win. So if you agree or disagree, let me know in the poll. Bruins score next. Zaka, you really think Zaka's going to get a hat trick? We'll see. Going back to school tomorrow? Yes and no. I'm excited to see my friends, but I'm not excited for the actual school part that will start Wednesday. We're in commercial break. We're back from commercial break. Excited to call a blowout, Grant and me. Oh, I can't wait for that one. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait. I'm not even calling it the game. I'm just doing pregame, halftime, and postgame. I'm not even on the play-by-play call. Oops. I have the goal horns ready to go. I have the Flyers goal horn ready. I'm not sure we're gonna need to use that one today. That one we're gonna probably hear a little more today. Forbert out of the reach of Marchand. I think they were. I thought I heard some gummy bear. Na gummy bear. Play is offside. Big day for Zaka Krejci in the black and gold. Yeah, for real. Second intermission, we're going to play Hurdle against the NHL player. We're also going to discuss everything that's happening wild card weekend in the NFL. What a wild weekend that was. And there's one more game tonight. Bruins win the draw. Smith will get it into the offensive zone. Smith takes it away in front for Marchand. Marchand lost the puck there to D'Angelo. Konechny will move it up ahead. Off D'Angelo comes to Farabee. He'll try to get it in the zone. He lost it there. Here is Nosek for Greer. Nosek across the line. Nosek for Marchand. Looking. Has Lindholm. Shot blocked. Lindholm for Greer. Saved by Urson. Konechny for Hayes for Konechny again. Lindholm takes it away. Nosek will carry it up the ice here. Nosek. And there's a fight. It's Foligno and Travis Konechny. There was a bit of an altercation. Konechny really picked at Foligno. And now Farabee wants a piece of Greer as well. Remember, guys, this is the Bruins against the Broad Street Bullies. A fight is expected to happen in every Bruins-Flyers game that ever occurs. The Flyers know the Bruins have this game in hand pretty much right now. So now the Flyers are starting to pick fights. So Nick Foligno just swore right into the microphone. Live TV. Oh my god. Foligno was like, you're really gonna give me 2 fucking minutes instead of him? Along with him? I did nothing. He punched me. That was hilarious. That was amazing. Oh, that was funny. He was like, he punched me. Why am I getting roughing for this? I got punched. Four on four for 2 minutes. A minute 26 to go in the second here. The face-off is won by the Flyers in their own end. Here's Cates. Pastrnak takes it away. Pastrnak has a breakaway. Save penalty coming on the Flyers here. Should be a penalty shot. They're going to call it a hook. 4-on-3 for the Bruins here. Saturday. What happened Saturday night? 2 minutes for hooking on Frost. It's going to be a 4-on-3 power play for the Bruins here to try to take a 5-0 lead here in the second. For a minute 40, and then it'll be a 20 seconds of 5-on-4 time for the Bruins. Got into a fight on Saturday night. That's right, and he almost got into a fight today. Bergeron, Krejci, Marchand, Pastrnak on the power play unit. Bergeron wins it, but the puck will come out as he won it to the left when Pastrnak was on the right. Final minute of the second period. Pastrnak over to Bergeron. Bergeron, Krejci with space. Ristolainen takes the puck away from Krejci using his skates, and the puck will come out. Orr and Bobby Clark had a brutal fight once. Oh, yeah, I've seen that fight on YouTube. Absolutely. Final minute of the second period here. Pastrnak for Krejci. Pastrnak for Marchand. Here's Pastrnak. Down low behind the goal. Krejci far side. Bergeron working the point. He and Marchand will switch. Marchand. Krejci the center point now. Marchand for Krejci. 15 to go in the period. 15 to go in the 4-on-3. Marchand misses the net. Pastrnak keeps the play alive. 10 to go in the period. Here's Marchand. Krejci, saved by Urson. Here is Pastrnak with 5 to go. Pastrnak in on goal. Knocked down. Bergeron. Marchand can't play it. At the buzzer. No. Period 2 will come to a close. The Bruins will have 34 seconds of 4-on-3 time when the third period will begin. But the Bruins take a 4-0 lead to the room. Bruins got 4 goals, 2 of which in the first period from Pastrnak and Zacha. Zacha got another one in the second, and Marchand got the other goal, giving the Bruins a 4-0 lead through 2. As they're going to go to the intermission. 4-0 Bruins through 2 at TD Garden. Let's discuss everything that happened Wild Card Weekend. Just rolled 4 forwards with a 4-0 lead. The disrespect is real. Yeah, right. Exactly. That's funny. So, the Vikings are choke artists, right? Let's chat. Vikings completely choked. I don't know what happened there. Okay, we're going to play Hurdle in a minute. I just want to discuss this. The Niners beat the piss out of the Seahawks, as I expected. Sorry, Kyle. Niners win 41-23. Chargers are choke artists, too. 27-zip. And the Jaguars come back to win it. Grant was a happy, happy man that night. Oh, my God. You should have seen our group chat. Yeah, and here's the shirt. They made a 28-3 version of this, the 27-zip, and then 31-30. Ha! Wow. Jaguars, the third biggest comeback in playoff history. In NFL postseason history. So, damn. Bills beat the Dolphins 34-31. That game should not have been as close as it was. Yikes. As I said, the Giants beat the Vikings for sure. Damn. And last night, Bengals beat the Ravens 24-17. Not really too much of a surprise there. And Cowboys and Bucks tonight. I got the Cowboys winning, even though Tom Brady's involved. I cannot bet against the Cowboys. That Buccaneers offense is brutal. Brutal. So, I can't. Nope. I'm going with the Cowboys tonight against the Bucks. Plus, I don't even really like Brady right now anyway. So. All right, let's play Hurdle. You know how it goes. It's guess the NHL player. It's quite simple. You have to guess the correct NHL player in 8 guesses. Each guess will tell you how close you are to finding the mystery player. Green boxes is a match. Yellow is close, and gray is not a match. If the team cell is yellow, it means the mystery player used to play for that team. For age and jersey number, there's an arrow indicating if it's higher or lower. Zaka? Okay. Start off. Well, he's a Metropolitan Division player. He's not a center, even though he's a left wing in the game, but he's a center. He's labeled as a center, so that makes sense. He is younger than 25. His jersey number is lower than 18. He's in the Metro. Devers, Tatum, Mack. No, no, and no.
And I'd be like,
Ovi? Ovechkin is not younger than 25. Nice goal. Didn't see that. Oh, okay, you're good. Nick Jensen for the Caps there, the defenseman. All right, so he's a left wing. He's a winger or a goalie. Here, sickness is getting to you. Hope you feel better. Jersey number is between 3 and 18. He is Czech or American. I didn't realize Jensen was 32. Did not realize that. So he is younger than 25. He's a winger or a goalie. He's in the Metro. Jersey number is between 3 and 18. Younger than 25. I'm thinking Rangers, but I'm not. I'm Hart? No. I'm could be a goalie. No, it's not Sorokin, not Shesterkin, not Halak. Gee, this should not be as hard as it is. Aaron. All right, he's number 10. All right, that's good to know. Is there a number 10 for the Flyers? No. There is not. Yeah. I've called the Devils before. Yeah. Unlimited mode. This means it's completely random now. That looks like Lindholm. Just a tiny bit. Chat, what do you guys think? Does that look like Hampus Lindholm? Just a little bit? That's what I'm thinking. Dang.